All right. So we're all at work today.
The mail lady's back.
Reba's here. And of course, the queen of all finance has been back to the office now for what, 2 weeks?
3.
3. And I have never left. I'm the trooper in all this.
Right.
I've been fighting off the Rona. Listen, coronavirus is so last week.
It is.
It's not even real anymore.
It's all about protesting now.
Yes. Rightful protest. And the weirdest thing about it is, it's because Antifa is a bunch of rich white kids that live in their parents' basements.
Yeah.
The one kid that got arrested in Pittsburgh was what, 14 years old?
I don't know. You know what? I haven't been paying. I paid attention. I have to say for like the first week. Then after that, I was like, this is gonna go on.
It's like
For
what,
a
you
long
know?
time, and I just
Look,
kind of.
it's a reason. There's a reason to protest. But man, I hate this crazy Antifa thing, boy.
Yeah.
They're only in it just for chaos. They're only there just to disrupt. They're now using, right, people that are already dealing with enough pain,
Right.
and now they're using them to incite riots.
Yeah.
It's just, I just can't anymore. I don't know.
It is. It sucks.
And now everybody, you know, and I try to say, look, it's the perfect time for conversation.
Right.
It's the perfect time to talk. But everybody in the conversation needs to know that not everybody's going to use the right words. It doesn't mean that's what's on their heart.
Right.
If you hear something that somebody says that affects you, you should let them know. But don't jump all over them and yell at them, call them racist, when they're not. They're just not just aware of how someone else hears what they're saying.
Right. Right.
There has to be, you know, civil conversation in order to bring about change. Because all you do when you yell and scream at each other.
Yeah, when you reprimand people for stuff.
Is you push people further away from each other. And it's so easy. It's like I say, I backed off of Facebook a good bit. I only check it a couple times a day now.
But on that same token, people have to be open to change their mind and realize that they've been wrong.
No, that's right. That's right. You're definitely right. You're definitely right there, because that's what was on my mind. Because I have people complaining about other people, and you know, being in my position, I have to deal with that.
Right.
And it's like, okay, so I have to make sure that the person is open. But
Right.
let's listen to each other and look at, you know, it's like I always say,
Instead of the specifics,
you have to look at somebody's whole picture.
Right.
Look at their life. How do they act and how do they interact with other people, especially people of another race or different skin color or whatever that might be.
Right.
Look at them as a person. Don't jump up and down and label them racist because they posted something like white or all lives matter.
Right.
That's a big one right now, okay?
Yeah.
So you don't post all lives matter. Right now, I wouldn't do that.
No.
Now, do all lives matter? Yes, of course they do. But right now we're focusing on the fact that the blacks have been
disproportionately.
Right. The other thing that freaks me out is the word systemic. You know what
I can't get in this conversation because I.
You know what systemic means?
Okay.
That's okay. It's a conversation.
No,
I can't get in it. You don't want me in it.
Into view.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the Boston PD that pushed the old man?
Yes, I did see that. The other guy's standing around.
That is the example of systemic.
Well, you can start right with the George Floyd thing because the other cops just stood there. And they're not 3 white guys. There's another white guy.
Exactly.
Correct.
It's not so much, and you know,
It's not that they're
is
all
there a race?
bad.
Every person has
a bias.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
So some more than others.
Right.
Some, I mean, it's idiotic that you.
Right,
For skin color, you don't even know the person.
Right, when you think about it, it's stupid, but everybody has their...
Right.
Okay.
But that is where it's within the systems, okay?
Right.
So then if they're going to stand there and watch his knee on his neck, knowing that how long that's going on, that's a problem. That's within the system.
Okay,
The
but
thing with the guy in Buffalo,
it's even worse.
same
though,
thing.
because
It's within the system.
because he pushed him. The police department said he tripped and fell. If there was no video, that old man would have tripped and fallen, and those officers would have gotten off.
Beforehand,
it would
though,
have been perfectly fine.
did the police department
No,
The
my
fact
bathroom.
that those 20 officers walked past that man
and watched
and watched it happen, and not only that, but they all
You see
resigned.
blood on the sidewalk.
There was. They all resigned after that. That's where it's
Right.
systemic.
So okay, so now
It's not that we're saying
let's-
every single cop is a racist.
let's jump on
It's
the other.
that when you
right.
see something and you don't say
Do
something,
something, you're
you're
part of the
just as
problem.
bad.
Let's jump on the other end now, with not just defunding the police force,
That's insane.
but
That's stupid.
disbanding.
It's the wrong. It is the wrong.
What the heck?
Word.
One thing. Okay. First of all, like here's me. Okay.
a different word.
So I'm big on free markets. I'm big on that kind of thing. Okay. So if you're going to disband the police force, then are you going to allow it to be
Small police forces.
not a smaller police force, but a privately owned security
Security.
force?
But why are we saying? Why
Well,
are we
no,
saying
it
police
just
are
be certain
racist when
towns.
the police also do the same thing to white people?
You
I
can't
don't
say
like
all
the racist-
people.
But it's not the same.
It's not all people.
Because here's the thing: if you do it to 10 white people and you do it to 10 black people, the population is different. So while it's the same number, when you look at the population, it's more because
I
there's
can
less
understand
of
that.
them
Percentages.
than there are of white.
If it's 12% of the population, is that what it is now?
Something I can't
Is black.
remember the numbers.
Then they look at the amount, and trust me, there's much more to it than that. One of the videos, again, it's not
Mark
skin
already got
color
Everything.
as much as it is. I don't know. There's a lot to it. One of the videos I was watching the other day, and I believe this wholeheartedly, and I'll explain why. I posted something about it. Is when you look at a family situation where there's no male
Yes, father figure.
a man of integrity as a
In
father
the house. Yes.
in the house, that's when everything goes south.
Yes. Agreed.
Okay, that's when you end up with people on the streets. One of the things that happened with me, okay, now of course I'm white. I wasn't the only white kid in the courtroom. But when I was 14, right, 2 counts of auto theft, conspiracy, receiving stolen goods, all that stuff.
All the good stuff.
I'm in court and I'm sitting there watching them bring people in and walk them back out. Kids, before the judge, and then they go back to jail.
Okay.
Okay, so here I am. So I'm up there now thinking I'm going to jail.
Right.
So I get up, they go through the whole thing, and then the judge asked my dad, "Are you going to, if we give him
To you, would
parole?
you-
I mean, are you going to?" And he said, "Yeah." Well, here's the thing:
If those
they didn't
boys
have a
had-
father in the courtroom with them.
If they had somebody to release them. to.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
I need to speak to you on that.
All right, hold on. Yeah, so that's there's a lot
I
to
agree.
it.
There is a lot to it. I
It's-
think it's more than that, but I
And
think. It's
I
a
think
start.
that as well
See
is
if there's
systemic.
contracts.
Is the cultural, environmental
I'm pretty
Acceptance
sure there's
of-
not,
of-
but I will look. Hang on.
street.
Of a family, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for today.
Short tidbit today.
Say goodbye. We welcome Reba back. She finally
On my first day back.
manned up and went to work. Oh wait, I should say that, right? Oh, boy. All right, goodbye.
Are you